If you've been trying to conceive and it's feeling really confusing and you're feeling out of control, this video will help you bring things back to basics. Because before we look at anything like supplements or treatments or timelines, ovulation is the first place to start. I treat lots of women in my acupuncture clinic who've been trying to conceive for a long time. Many of them have been to see their GP or a fertility consultant, and yet no professional has asked them about their ovulation or cycle info until me. Most women start to investigate their fertility all by themselves, but apps are just estimating their ovulation based on a numerical calculation. And ovulation sticks can be really inaccurate and cause so much more stress than they've actually had before. What we actually need is accurate understanding, not guessing, and although hope is really lovely, it's not an appropriate strategy. Having a full understanding of your ovulation is empowering, calming, and reassuring. It's not scary. From a Western medical standpoint, ovulation is the release of an egg that then can be fertilised. If there's no ovulation, there's no opportunity for pregnancy that cycle. So when you have the basic blood tests through the NHS, they're looking to see if you're producing any eggs, which they can then harvest through IVF. They're not really evaluating you or making any recommendations on how you can get pregnant naturally. So here's what's often missed. Ovulation isn't just about whether an egg is available or not, it's about quality timing and hormonal support. Delayed ovulation or inconsistent ovulation obviously reduces the chances of conception, even if your cycles look natural and normal on paper. In traditional Chinese medicine, we look at the balance of yin and yang and the flow of blood and qi around the body. And ovulation is that moment when yin transforms to yang. And this transformation requires nourished blood and a strong kidney energy and free-flowing qi around the body. So if your body is depleted, overwhelmed, under constant pressure, that transformation might be delayed or incomplete. So it's about supporting your body to create a balance between the yin and yang so that the transformation happens at the appropriate time. So let me give you an example. I started working with Sarah about 4 years ago. She'd had some initial blood tests done at the hospital, and from this she'd been told that she had polycystic ovaries and would probably need IVF in order to get pregnant at some point. She did ovulate, but it was really irregular and unpredictable. But she wanted to try and get pregnant naturally for 6 months before exploring IVF. So the first thing we did was to start tracking her cycles with temperature charting. And if you'd like to know how to do this, you can click on the link in my YouTube channel bio and download my free ovulation workbook. From this we could see that her temperatures were generally a little low, which is not unusual for women with polycystic ovaries. They tend to run cool, they're cold creatures. She always had cold hands and feet. In TCM, polycystic ovaries is a cold, damp condition. So I made sure that most of the food Sarah was eating was warm, physically warm, such as soups and casseroles, things that I call our old-fashioned cooking, things that your granny would have made for you. Adding ginger to her food and hot drinks. And we also tried to avoid as many cold foods as possible. So nothing straight out of the fridge or freezer, no cold drinks, nothing with ice in it. In addition to this, because polycystic ovaries is a condition linked to insulin issues, she also went as gluten-free as possible. Not because she has an issue with gluten, but because by doing that, it limited the amount of sugars that she was taking on. Damp conditions in TCM are often associated with a spleen qi deficiency. So warm food and things like chicken bone broth, adding that into her diet several times a week, can really help to resolve the problem. The other thing we looked at was stress. Because the stress hormones also start to cause problems with polycystic ovaries, this can delay or impact the ovulation. Now, it's almost impossible to get rid of the stress, because if you could, you would. You wouldn't just voluntarily keep on doing it. But by adding things into her day that were calming, just helped to settle and reset her stress level. This also helped her to feel a little bit more in control. She was actually able to do something practically to lower those stress. Oh, it was amazing. After a few months, we could see that her ovulation was now happening regularly between days 18 and 20. And now, because it's predictable, she can time intercourse properly. And it wasn't long before she was pregnant and has an incredible little boy now. I love working with women, helping them to understand their ovulation. Often it's just about getting back to basics, simplifying the tracking, reducing the mental load. Some simple tweaks to diet and lifestyle can make a huge difference, which then gives you the confidence and reassurance that your body is working and you can get pregnant, taking away so much of the confusion and the worry. If you'd like some help understanding your ovulation and reducing those overwhelming feelings, don't forget that there's a free ovulation workbook that you can download and work through at your own pace. It shows you exactly how to track your cycle in a calm, clear, grounded way so that you're working with your body, not against it. The link to that download is in my YouTube channel bio. And if you'd like more calm, clear fertility guidance, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon.